There is a silent killer of deals out there that is costing you as the investor millions of dollars in opportunities, and you don't even know it's happening. It's called false positive email. You've got to watch this video because I can guarantee you've lost out on a bunch of purchase opportunities and didn't even know it. Let's go! Okay, so what is false positive email? A false positive is just a message that is not spam, but is incorrectly being blocked as spam. Almost everyone's email has spam blocker technology, but it's just a software or an artificial intelligence that is deciding which email comes through to you or not. Some spam blocker technology is more aggressive than others. There's no human being watching over that technology to say, nah, spam blocker technology, that one little email you labeled incorrectly. So here is where the danger comes in. Let me give you a little story. So a couple of months ago, I did a closing on a multifamily deal in my Florida markets, and I put together a marketing piece and actually mailed out or snail mailed out to a list of investors who I've done deals with in the past. So one of the investors that I sent the mailing to, let's say his name was Bob, called me up and he's upset with me because I never even let him know about the listing, and that listing was right next to another apartment complex that he owns. Now, I was certain that I had sent him the listing, so I went back into my emails, went into the sent folder, typed in his name, and sure enough, I had sent him that new listing. So I called Bob back and I even told him the exact day and the exact time that I had sent him that email, and even grabbed that sent email and forwarded it to him again so he could see the proof of the date stamp of when I sent it to him. He then went into his email files and checked his deleted folder and his junk folder for that exact day and time, and nothing was there. Spam blocker. So here's the deal. Multifamily brokers send a lot of emails during the ordinary course of business. New listings, closings, market reports, regular just relationship building emails. Everyone's emails are run off of just one of a few servers in the world. Sometimes those servers' spam blocking technology will decide that the server that holds my email address is sending too many emails. So that investor's server, which may be the server for millions of other email addresses, meaning millions of other investors, will label my email address as spam and never even let it go through their server to all those other investors, which means you never even know it's happening. You never even see it. So the investor's server, not a human being, is deciding whether or not my email or any other broker's email even gets to your computer for your computer to decide to take it to junk mail. So it's not even a situation where you as the investor can just go into your junk folder and then whitelist an email address. It never even gets to your computer from the world server or whatever it is. So meanwhile, you never even hear about a new apartment listing that just sold right next to a deal that you own. So you as the investor may ask, well, Beau, why didn't you just call him? Well, I can't call thousands and thousands of investors when I get a new listing. I'm already being bombarded as soon as the email goes out by investors signing confidentiality agreements, asking questions, emailing back and forth, calling me. Okay, scary stuff. So what can you do? 3 things. Number 1, if you have an IT person that works for you or your company, have them whitelist every single multifamily broker's email so that you ensure you get to see all new listings that come. Yes, I realize that you may get a whole bunch of other emails from those brokers that you don't really care to see, but sometimes you have to go through some of the bad to get the good. There are roughly between 50 and 60 brokers who who sell apartment complexes in the northern half of Florida in the markets that I cover. Just imagine if only 20% or 10% of those brokers have been labeled by those world servers as spammers, how many deals you're not seeing in a 1-year period, in a 5-year period, in a 10-year period. Could you have bought just one of those deals in a 10-year period that made you 7 figures? Number 2, if you don't have an IT person and you're using one of those generic emails like Gmail, Hotmail, AOL, then you need to Google the following: how to add Safe Sender in Gmail, or how to send Safe Sender in AOL, or whatever is the account that you have. Now, the third thing you can do, of course, is frequently checking your junk folder. A lot of these emails that do get past the world server then come to your computer, and then sometimes your computer decides it's spam and sends it to a junk folder. So checking that frequently also can help. For instance, if you use Outlook for your main email, you can go into the junk box, you can find the missed email, right-click on it, and then say to add to the safe senders list. Here's the deal, investors. Only 6.5% of inventory is selling in an entire year in any market across the US. There are very few for sale opportunities on the market as it is. The last thing you need as an investor is some world server's artificial intelligence deciding which broker or which brokers' listings are making it through to you. I promise you, there are many of you investors watching this video right now who are in my Florida markets that are not getting listings from me. And I have no idea it's happening, and I can't do anything about it because these servers don't even notify me. They don't even give me a bounce when it's not happening. One of the biggest differences between elite investors and regular investors is the number of opportunities they have a shot at. In this video, it's one of the easiest ways to increase the number of deals you see. I hope this video brought you value. If it did, give me a like right down there. Give me a subscribe, and of course hit the notification bell so you can get my videos each week. See you guys on the next one.